Hey everybody, Ben here. Thanks for clicking on the video. Thanks for showing up for yourself each and every day. I will connect here. We'll see what comes through, then pull some cards. If this resonates, feel free to like or comment. If not, don't make it fit. I feel drawn to say right beforehand, I started having like a headache here, and this right ear started to close off. And it's like an old wooden box or crate. It's a square. It's got the angle, 1x4s over the planking, and it's being nailed down. It's being hoisted up onto a train, and it's going west. I don't know from where. It's definitely, I guess we'd call this the 1800s time era. Steam, steam engine. There's it's the remains, but I don't think of a person. It is maybe their belongings, maybe their memories. Bittersweet. The woman is bittersweet seeing them off, but it is needed to let go, to move forward. Pain, suffering, no more. I think it was a decision. She chose to. It's kind of giving that feeling of like moving on from a relationship, but not. I don't know, like if it was just. I think it's the memories, or the pain, or the suffering that whatever took place, we were carrying for a while, and it created a lot of difficulties in our life. I don't think the person passed away. I think it was just a very trying, uh, hurtful relationship that did a lot of damage that we, carried for a while. The death card, transitions. Naturally, throughout life, we go through a lot of these, and they. The word sounds drastic, but there is such a beautiful thing in it. There is a new beginning, a new start. We are doing away with it. We are letting it go. We are moving forward. We are choosing ourselves versus uh, pain or hurt or molding of, you could think of all situations in our life mold us to some extent. Five of Swords, confrontation. It's giving, confronting it, confronting what was taking place to us. Uh, I don't think so much the relationship, like I was saying before, it has ended a while ago. It is confronting this, like I'm still hanging on to this pain or suffering or emotions or lack of love, or I don't want to say lust, but the need for this person in my life. We can look at this as being very young and getting in a relationship for the first time, and being in cuckoo love with this person, and then they're removed and it's the end of the world. uh, Sometimes these situations dwell on us, and we never see it till it's too late. It is uh, not getting too much into the relationship dynamics and what took place, but it may take time till we finally see. And it's also taking responsibility for ourselves that I need to let this go if I want to move forward, if I want to have whatever I desire in life. Maybe this was a good relationship and it was lost, or it made us feel good. And to have that again, we must let go. Starting to feel the headache again. I forgot about that. Wondering, naturally, we can eat ourselves alive with our emotions. but the right ear closed off. Not fully sure. Personally, that is spirit to me. Left ear is people got their your name in their mouth. We got apathy and insecurities. So strength reversed and Four of Cups. This can lead us to a place of almost wanting to give up. Maybe our insecurities. Did this relationship create insecurities, or did it mask them? You know, we can look at that in two different ways. Obviously, if it was traumatic or uh, it heightened our wounds, naturally they often do. And if we had those and we carried them in, hold on, I got a pretty loud shake. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. So naturally, these relationships can make insecurities, but they can also mask them. Say it was a perfect fit that it fed our ego. It made, it fed our shadow. It made us feel a certain way rather than focusing on them or healing them. Looking at the Four of Cups, if they neither here nor there, the insecurities are still there, whether they covered them up or they heightened them or they made new ones. We were at a place like, what's the point? I don't want to face this. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to go out and date again or find someone. It's too much work. It's too has the possibility of pain. What is the point? Or if this was such a strong loss of love that I'll never find this again. I am broken, I am hurt. But going back to the box and seeing it off, we have came to a conscious decision to release it for what it was, learn from it, and heal whatever needs to be healed. Temperance, inner peace, getting to that place of making peace with the situation, but also ourselves. We can look at the relationship as two parties. Naturally, we would, but there is a lot with us as well, whether taking responsibility for poor actions or good actions, recognizing that, but also seeing that, okay, I'm doing more damage to myself. If it, let's just use like a toxic situation, for example, and constantly dwelling on that pain that they created or the trauma that they created, we're still leaving that open. We're still giving it energy. If it was a love that we have never felt before and we're constantly yearning for that and we'll never find it again because we're placing that energy and that ability only on that one person. If we're looking at it on the insecurities, whether covered up or created, we are accepting ourselves in a way that isn't allowing the external to dictate, who I am or how I feel. I'm doing it inside, and I have peace with that. A closing card here, Spirit, please. The Tower reversed. Denial. But we can look at this as drastic as people sometimes say, but it had to come however it did. It is, we can talk ourselves out of anything, and I think this was more in the mind than in the physical. And when we really think about it, if it was in a place where our shadow and our ego get in our way of keeping ourselves safe or keeping it safe, I should say, whatever that wound or trauma might be or insecurity, I should say, which we're involved there a bit too. It will continuously try to validate itself through self-destructive actions at times and thoughts and behaviors. And until we come to a place to see it for what it is, will we move forward? Granted, this message, we did choose to move forward. We did see it for what it was. We did confront it, and we sent it off west, whatever that may mean. You know, it is a new beginning. I'm looking at back in the days of, oh, I don't know what it was called, the Oregon Trail kind of era. We were moving west to start anew, to uncharted territory, to make a homestead, a home for ourselves, whatever that may look like, a new beginning. And we don't know what's over there. No one did back then. We didn't have cameras, we didn't have planes. We voyaged off into the unknown where there surely was the ability to perish on the way. But we strived forward, seeking this new beginning, whatever it may look like. And I will leave it there. If this resonated, feel free to like, comment, share, or subscribe, and I will talk to y'all later.